It is Friday morning and there are 2 more stage 1 buckets done. We're getting ready to go through them. Let's see what they did. Yeah, there's another Crinoid death plate that I put in. The piece I'm looking for is the other half of this. Let's take a closer look at this. Get these rinsed a little bit. Alright, that one's going to be great. This one's a much bigger piece. I actually broke that in half before I discovered all of the rocks, or the cool, really cool ones. I saw this and it had so many different pieces of, I didn't know if it was pieces of coral or what it was. It definitely looked like something from the ocean. And it was like bluish purpley inside, so what I did is I split it open because I thought something was on the inside, and I didn't see anything exciting, and I had no idea it was an agate. It just, and now I'm seeing where I found my, that other Crinoid death plate, that thin piece. It must have shot off of this when I split this open. So there's another piece of this, and it's going to have a face like that on it because I split it right in the middle of it. Alright, so we're going to open the other one. Alright, and I just emptied my byproduct. You want to put it where nothing grows or where you want nothing to grow. It's kind of like a cement material. If you've got a good space for it, I got a gray rock driveway, and for me it makes sense to throw the gray in with the gray. So this is where I'm putting mine. Alright, to make it easy to lift up the lid so I don't bend that, I always reattach my little spindle. Alright, I try to keep this stuff clean. If you're switching stages, make sure there's no grit left around the ring from one stage moving forward to the next, because if it slips into your pile, it will definitely affect your load. Alright, so I know one piece that's in here is that big lace agate, the first exciting one that I pulled into the process. Before today it had 13 days, so it's going to have 20 days in, and I'm anxious to see it. Just clean up my product for a second. Alright, let me get the sun on this one. Alright. It's big lace agate. I've got to take a good look at this and go through it and see. I'm really wanting these green parts of it to really show a little bit more. I know it's running through it in this spectacular fashion. I can see it poking through. I know it's swirling all around this thing. So, I think I'm going to have to leave that in one more week, at least. I'll take a better look at it and do a video of it. Alright, there's what a second week does. I've included this in some video footage of an earlier stage 1 on this rock. It's not completely smooth. There's a couple rough spots there. That's what I was trying to work out of it. But that is the bottom sitting piece. So I'm gonna move that on. And I wanted this to smooth off, and it has for the most part, and it has brought in some great colors. So at this point, with the colors I'm seeing, I don't know that I want to leave it in anymore on stage 1. I think I'm going to go ahead and push this one through too. I wish I could get ones out. I need to start, need to get a Dremel and start working with a Dremel, because those things will be easier to get out. if you see that bright spot in there, that's an opalescent spot. So yeah, it's shining back in rainbow colors. It's great. Interesting agate piece. Starting to see some really, I don't know, not well-defined lines and kind of just kind of milky lines. Now, this was a blue nodule-looking piece. I don't know. Some of the Crinoid stuff is of this color. I'm not assuming it is. However, there may be a likelihood that it may be part of that. Gonna have to take a closer look at this because I love the blues and I would prefer to not have any of that stuff on it. So I most likely will leave this in stage one more week. And I love all of these varieties. They're all so different and unique. It's a big blue nodule, and I've said this before, I've been just kind of polishing them up on the outside and figure out what I'm going to do with them at a later point. I'm starting to see some really neat stuff in there, so I'm going to have to think about this one. And this is the nodule that I cut in half, and I wanted to get a little bit deeper into the true colors, and I'm starting to see some of them. So, you know, with what is being revealed, I actually kind of want to leave them in another one. Not going to be a perfect picture in it. It does seem like it's going to be like an antique picture, so that'll be cool. Alright, I'm going to have to take a closer look at this one. This one may need some special attention. It's a pretty wide line running through that thing. I like that. Of course, it narrows down to this side. Some of these are just going to come out so beautiful. The dendritic agate is the one with the landscape scenes and stuff like that, and some of that stuff can be really amazing. Alright, Crinoid death plate. And I found this a couple years ago before I found many of the rocks in the yard, and like the blue color, I said this earlier, I cracked it open to see if it was shiny on the inside. I hadn't found most of the exciting rocks by the time I found this, so I just threw it back in the pile of rocks, and it was in two pieces. That other really thin piece must have shot off of this when I cracked this open, so I expect that when I find the other piece, I'm going to find another piece that looks like this. And man, I'm seeing a lot of great colors in this. It's a big piece. I could smooth it more, but it's a fossil, and I do want some of the rougher texture to follow through. It's going to be a bit of a pain to clean between stages, but I'm willing to accept the labor of that to have this finished off in a semi-rough state, because it's going to be a little bit more true to the rock it is, or the fossil that it is. This is great. Definitely need some more smoothing on this one. Yeah, and I love all the varieties of this stuff. I said it's all unique. See what I mean? All so cool. You're gonna have some amazing pieces like this. Some of these really truly look painted. You can see depth in them. So great. Okay, really excited with these. What's going to happen now is I got to condense from two barrels down to one. I believe I'm going to run a stage 2, so a lot of these will be kind of sitting waiting. I'll have to sort them into where they're going. A couple days ago, I took one of Tripp and Thatcher's buckets because I wanted to put the fossils in, so I got to give one up to them. So I'll be working on filling up a stage 2 bucket, and they'll figure out if they're going to do a stage 1 or a stage 2, and that's what we'll be doing today. Maybe we'll show you a little bit of highlights on that. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a week.